stick with the roles. Don't start jumping on other people's jobs. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Anyway,
you might as well mute everybody, Freddie, because
I was waiting for you to tell me. Otherwise,
yes,
because
I'm doing it now.
You want me to tell me to mute everyone? Then where would I be then? You'd have lost another
Yes.
job. Anyway, I'm muting everyone now.
Yeah. Don't mute yourself.
I was joking. I just thought so many people would think I'd muted myself.
You're too funny.
Absolutely got you, Doreen.
Yeah, and you're still not recording, so.
Right, anyway, let's kind of get on. And so how many of you, we've been together a few weeks now, probably 4 months, I think. We started in the end of November, I believe. It was an 8-week run into Christmas. How many of you noticed any difference from what we've been doing? Or is it just the reason to come on and make fun of me on here every Friday? Has anybody...
Sorry to interrupt you again, but I don't see a recording sign.
It's up in the corner there.
Oh, well, not Michael. Oh, yeah, now I see it. Okay, thanks.
Okay. I know, Lisa, you put out a post, didn't you, about, for some reason, and I know you walk a lot and do a lot of exercise, but you don't seem to be losing the weight you wanted to lose. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. I think every time I do the parts work to find that little bugger that wants me to stay this way, I think I get it fixed, and then I find out there's another little bugger down in the basement below him. So that's all I can think of, is part of me is just still not ready to let go. That's all I can think of, because I do really good for a week and then I sabotage it all over the place, and then I bump along for a month and then I do really good for a week and sabotage it all over the place, and I weigh the same today as I did on New Year's Day, which is 40.
So do you really think there's a part of you that's sabotaging your efforts?
That's all I can think of, because otherwise I don't understand why I would sabotage myself over and over again.
I mean, you exercise a lot, don't you? You walk a lot or run a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
But are you over?
I call it migrating.
Yeah, but are you overweight? I mean, you don't look overweight.
I am, well, I'm wondering how I can share a picture. Yeah, I am. I weigh, I don't know how to make the conversion. I weigh 189 pounds. My healthy weight is anywhere from 140 to 160. And I have been at 165 for like the last few years and happy there.
Right. Okay. Right. So do you think you know what you're doing wrong? If you were sitting in a therapy chair and you were talking to yourself, what would you say? And you were explaining what your daily kind of workout is, what you're eating every day. What would your suggestion be? What do you think you're doing wrong?
I eat when I'm not hungry. And then I get discouraged and eat
emotionally.
junk.
Okay. Right. Okay. Well, let's have a little work on that tonight. If anyone else has got the same problem, because I think we all do that at times. If we could just, and I'm going to get it into all of your heads. Those of you, I don't know how many of you want to lose weight. Some of you might not want to, but it's still a good enough reason to eat when we're hungry. Like we were saying last week or the week before about becoming a connoisseur and recognizing when we've eaten enough, which is a big problem for most of us. And as we said at the very beginning of this kind of journey we've been on, that's partly because most of us are not thinking when we're eating. We're talking, we're doing something else. So I'm not a mindfulness expert, but I suppose be a bit more mindful about what you're eating. Taste it. if you've cooked a meal, someone else has cooked a meal, the least we can do is take the time out to taste it. And most of us don't. We're talking, and I think I've made a rule now. I never eat unless I'm sitting down, because I think that's one of the main causes of eating too much. To actually take the time out, sit down. If I'm going to eat anything, sit down and eat it. And if I haven't got the time to sit down, don't eat. But, you know, find that time to start enjoying your food a bit more. And then we're going to get it. For those of you, I'm going to put it in tonight, just throw it in there as a suggestion, that when you've swallowed enough food to stay healthy and energized and well, the moment that point is reached, you'll recognize it. And then the desire to eat any more food off your plate will be gone. To become a connoisseur, one of the things for us, especially in, I don't know what it's like the rest of the world, but I know it's in England for sure, it's our culture to eat everything that's put in front of us. We're told as kids, you know, you've got to finish that plate. Your dad's worked hard, the kids that are starving in Africa. We heard, all of us have heard that. But the truth is, and I know it was a bit rude probably 20 years ago now, I was working with a group of people, and I said, I'm going to hypnotize you all, so that the moment you realize you've eaten enough, you get up from the table and you put what's left on your plate in the bin. And a woman in the front row said to me, well, I think that's despicable, to waste food when there are children that are starving. And I know it was a bit rude of me, but I said to her, look, take a photograph of yourself 5 stone overweight, send it to some starving kid in Africa and say, I've sent you this photograph because I want you to know that I haven't wasted the food. And see how much better it makes that kid feel. That's what will make that kid feel one jot better. I said, if you really want to help those kids in Africa, start by eating a little less. You'll start saving 20 quid a month on your food bill. And if you want to help that kid, send him that £20 rather than eat the food rather than put it in the bin. And it's a tough thing to do because it's part of our culture to eat what's on our plate. But to be able to be aware of our body and the feeling of empowerment, especially for us men, because it's complex. I think it's more complex for men. Because if any of you have had sons, you'll know that from 7 years old, as soon as we come in, we look in the fridge. That's what we do. We just open the fridge and look in it. If only if you've got sons that have left home, when they come home, they could be away for months. They come home, first thing they do is look in a fridge, in your fridge, not even their fridge. It's just the way we are as men. But to be able to, Ray's laughing because he knows he still does it. Comes in, looks in the fridge. You have to ask yourself, why am I looking in this fridge? In fact, you can ask, why are you looking in my fridge? It's even worse. But, you know, we had some people come and look around our house because we're selling our house. One of the people looking around the house opened the fridge. Why do they want to know what's in our fridge? my wife was very peeved. Someone looked in our fridge. You know, not buying the food in our fridge. They can if they want, but no. But you know, it's almost automatic. But once we understand that, the feeling of empowerment when you say I've eaten enough, and I want that for you, Lisa. I really want it for you, just to be able to say that was delicious, but I've eaten enough, because you'll recognise it. I'm going to put it to all of you tonight, so you recognise when you've done it. Because even if you're not overweight, even if you're pretty much the weight you want to be, it's still a good thing to do, not to just eat for the sake of it. To become a connoisseur. And there are things, I mean, I'm looking at stuff. I'm on this journey still. It's taken me longer than I thought, but I'm still on it. And there's this recipe for this thing called golden paste. And what it is, it's turmeric powder, coconut oil, and freshly cracked black pepper. And apparently what turmeric does is it revs up the brown fat cells in your body. because the brown fat cells are the cells that give you the energy. If any of you are medical on it and you know what I'm talking about, then make me wrong or make me right. But it revs up those brown fat cells. It's the white fat cells, which is the ones that we see on our body, that are fed like if you imagine the brown fat cells are the engine and the white fat cells are the fuel. But most of the time, we've got too much fuel, and we're not burning enough of those white fat cells. But by doing this paste, and I take it every morning, it's not very pleasant, I tell you. But I take it I have a spoonful every morning. I normally have a can of baked beans beside it, so I have a mouthful of baked beans afterwards. Don't spill it anywhere, because this turmeric stuff will stain anything, I tell you. But anyway, so I'm trying that, and it does seem to be working. Whether it's just psychologically, I don't know. But I would say have a look at it. Golden paste. It's make some up. It's just that it'll tell you. I think it's like, well, it'll tell you the measures. I'll put a link in for it, just in any of you want to try it, because I think it just helps burn the white fat cells off our body. And Lisa will know more about this because she's kind of an athlete. I've seen her on a running trail she's done. But if you want to burn aerobic exercise, that's like jumping up and down, doing Zumba and all that kind of stuff, that helps with the visceral fat. That's the fat that's around our organs, our heart, and all, the internal fat, if you like. But if you want to, most of us have got subcutaneous fat. And the subcutaneous fat is the fat under our skin, between our skin and our kind of stomach lining. And that is the fat that the way to lose that fat is to do resistance work. And so by that, I mean light weights. And I don't know if any of you got my rope workout book. I probably said I was going to send it to you and I haven't sent it to you, but if you want it, just email me or contact me on Facebook and I'll get it to you. It's a simple technique. It's basically just a piece of rope about 4 meters long, and you tie a knot in the end of it, so in the middle of it. So you've got 2 bits of rope hanging down from a knot, and you put tie a loop in each end, so you put your hands through. Then you anchor that piece of rope. So for me, I put it over the door, I pull the door to, and then just using your body weight. So if you like, you're using all your core muscles, because you're going to stand very straight. If you can imagine, you're using your body as a lever. And with 5 minutes a day, you can tone your body. And we're not talking about becoming Arnie Schwarzenegger. I'm talking about toning your muscles, because the more muscle tone you have, the more calories you burn. It takes more calories to burn to keep your muscles running efficiently than it does to lay down as body fat. So I'll send you my little rope workout book. I'll send you this little link. You can try it. If you think, oh, that's too disgusting, I'm not going to do it. But basically, it's a teaspoon of that turmeric, golden. You put it in the fridge, it will last for a couple of weeks. You have it, be ready with something, a drink or something else to wash it down with. But apparently, that's what it does. It spins up your metabolism by working on those brown fat cells and making your body work more efficiently. So I'll send you those few things. I know, Marie, you lost a lot of weight, didn't you? How much did you lose from Marie?
I lost about 1.5 stone.
Yeah, I mean, kind of you got on it. I know, and I know there's a few of you have, but for you, a lot of you, it's not about. This group is called Creating the Body Health and Happiness that you want. It's not just about. It's not a weight loss group. I really don't want it to be a weight loss group, but for most of us, and I'm including myself in here, trying to lose body fat is a complex thing. It might be different when you're 14 years old or 18 years old, but as we get older, it is more complex because, women go through the menopause, men, apparently lose testosterone, the levels of testosterone, all those things that can affect us. So we have to work a little bit harder. but we can do it. And that's why we've called this Creating the Body Health and Happiness group, rather than it being another weight loss group. Because happiness for me, and you all experienced it, if you're feeling happy, you just don't need to eat so much. I don't know why that is, but mainly because we've connected emotion to eating. And tonight, when we do this, I know we're talking about having the best day every day, and I want you to do that. But to be able to ask that question that Lisa was saying, when you go to eat, why am I about to eat? Is it because I'm bored or emotional or hungry? And if the answer comes back, I'm bored, I'm emotional, then do something else, anything else. I know we've all been on this, and I know it seems harder than we thought it sometimes, but every one of us can do this. But you've got to want it badly enough. And I don't know if you remember Sandra Grace, who came and did a presentation for us just before Christmas, but she asked the best question ever. And I think I've asked it last week, I've asked it a few weeks. What has to happen for you to love yourself enough to treat yourself to the body, health, and happiness that you want? And the other question she asked was, if you're not doing that now, if not, why not? And if you answer those two questions, then you'll find yourself gaining weight if you want to gain weight, losing weight if you want to lose weight, toning up if you want to tone up. But partly it's about understanding you're worth doing it for. Most of the time, you think, who cares? What's the point? You have to get over that and say, the point is, it's about me. No one's going to look at any of us and say, well, you know, you look disgusting, because that's not true. And you probably all have people in your life that love you just as you are. So we can't wait for other people to make us want to do it. But it's not about that. It's what we see when we look in the mirror. It's how we feel when we put our clothes on. It's how we want to feel. And for me, because as I've said to you before, I could legitimately now grow a long white beard, smoke a pipe, sit in a scabby old jumper with a pair of slippers in a rocking chair. And no one's going to say anything, because I'm a granddad. And as I said to you before, I haven't even got grandchildren. I've got grand adults, which is pretty scary. No, and I can do that, but I'm vain. So, and I know, as much as I can say, oh yeah, and there are times when I think, why am I bothering? Who cares? But I know, I'm going to present. As soon as we get out of lockdown, I want to stand up in front of people. I want to look good. And when we speak to you, and I speak to other people on this path with me, I want to be able to say, you can do this. And there's a lack of credibility if I'm sitting here, not at least trying to achieve my own physical goals. Why would I sit here and say to you, come, let's all go together on this and do this together, if I'm not doing it? So part of my reasoning for keeping myself as well as I can keep myself is so I can continue to help other people. It's a good enough reason to keep trying, and it's not. I don't find it hard really, and I'm sure most of you don't. But you've got to remember, and again for you, Lisa, you're living proof of it. We lose ounces in the gym and pounds in the kitchen. That's what it is, yeah. You know, I made my son Anthony laugh a couple of years ago when someone said, "Oh, I've got an overactive thyroid." I said, "I don't think it's an overactive thyroid. I think it's an overactive knife and fork. That's what she's got." And it's like, go to the doctor, get treatment for it. But that's what most of us are suffering from. You've just got to go, okay, why am I doing this? Why am I eating? And I'm going to enjoy it even more. So that's what we're going to get into today. And we're going to find a way at some point today. I don't know, some of you are doing my training. And if you have, we've probably spoken about anchoring. But we're going to anchor your best day. I'm going to ask you, when you're in hypnosis, to think about the best day you've ever had and what you were doing on that
I have a
day.
question,
So, yeah, of course, Lisa.
Lisa. I'm not even enjoying it though. When I'm stuffing myself because I'm mad at myself because I'm stuffing myself, I'm not even enjoying it. It's like punishment. Because I know how bad I'm going to be discouraged with myself. So it's like I'm doing something to make myself be discouraged with myself so that I'm justified in it's a loop.
Oh,
It's very much that circular thinking that drives you crazy.
Stop doing it, Lisa. Stop it.
Okay. Okay, I will.
Just stop it. You know, there's
Okay.
enough people out there. We all know this. There's enough people out there want to beat you up without you beating yourself up. You know, the one person we should be kind to is ourselves. Most of us aren't. But it's the one person and that's what I'm saying to you. What has to happen for you, Lisa, for you to love yourself enough to stop beating yourself up, to stop stuffing yourself and making yourself feel miserable. I'm sure there's someone you really love. And you could ask yourself, if that person came to me and said, you know, I'm miserable because I'm overeating. I'm miserable because when I you know, I eat for the sake of it. You would do everything you could to help your friend, wouldn't you? Yeah, you would. Then it's the same for all of us. You just start to treat yourself with the same kindness. I see, as you know, I've seen thousands of people for helping them losing weight. So only recently, since before Christmas, I've started calling it creating the body you want, because it's different for everybody. But I just say to people, it's not just eating, but people who are killing themselves with drugs or alcohol or smoking. I say to them, if you were just to treat yourself with the same kindness and want for yourself what you want for your child, or you want for your partner, you want for your best friend. If you wouldn't want your child eating because they're bored, if you wouldn't want your child just eating for the sake of it, then why would you do that to yourself? And that's the question I ask myself all the time now. You know, would I want someone speaking to my son like this? If not, fuck off. I'm not having it. Seriously, I'm not doing it. And it's the same with food. If I wouldn't want one of my sons seriously overweight or unhappy because they're just stuffing their face, why would I do that to myself? You know, I beat myself up, Lisa. I've done some really crappy things in my life. Trust me, they're good reasons every now and again to call myself names and give myself a kick. But we're human, and I have to keep reminding myself that I'm human. It's easy to beat ourselves up. It's easy to look at the things we've done. Or we can say, I'm going to live in this moment, and I'm going to treat myself to the body I want. I'm going to treat myself to the happiness I want, because no one else is going to do it. If you don't do it, who's going to do it? You have to say you're worth it. You're going to get that understanding today, Lisa, and all of you. You know what I think of all of you. I want the best for you. I can want it. But most people say, yeah, but I would lose this weight. I would create the body I want, if only. If only my partner didn't eat potatoes like he does, or she does. If only my boyfriend didn't buy me chocolates. If only I had more time to exercise. If only, you know, I don't know. But how many if onlys do we use to not do what we want? And I say to all my clients, if that is outside of your own head, then all you are is a victim of circumstance. The moment you say, and I'm going to say the word again because I'm passionate about it, the moment you say, fuck it, I am taking responsibility for me, for my happiness, my body, my life, my finances, then we can change it. All the time we're saying if only. If that if only is outside our own head, what you'll find it probably is, then change it and take responsibility. We're adults. What do you want? There is only one question when it comes to our physical being. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one question. How badly do I want to look or feel that good? I say because there are things we can't change. Otherwise, I'd be taller. I'd have a lot more hair. Our body's not one of those things. If I want my body to be what it was like when I was 28, I have to do what I did when I was 28. I can't do much from the neck up. From the neck down, if I want it badly enough, I can create that body I want. But we have to want it. We have to say, I'm taking responsibility. We have support in this group. I love this group. And because, you know, some of you have been with me on this journey all the way through. And it's great support. But what happens between Friday and Friday? You know, we get all G'd up on a Friday and we all get, you know, okay, right, I'm on it. Saturday morning, you know, you stub your toe, you think, oh, that's it. I can't do any walking for a week. You know, oh, by the way, I've bought someone's delivered me some cakes. Well, I'll start again on Monday. No, you just have to say no. I'm on this trek. I'm on this quest. And it doesn't mean you can't have a cake. Just don't have 3. It's just going to take you a little bit longer to get there. But, you know, I don't want you to go without anything. You can do this. You know, Diana, she's made a massive change in her life. I can see it. You know, and I've never seen Diana out of a chair, so I don't know how she's doing it. So I don't know what she's doing. She's got one of those wheelie things.
I do get out of the chair occasionally, Freddie.
I think you've got one of those like one-wheeler bikes under the desk that you're pedaling.
That's what it is, and I pedal away.
But no, you know, I mean, I'm sitting in a chair 70 hours a week, pretty much. And you know, I've got to pencil in when I'm going to take my dog for a walk. And she's been great. She runs for 5 miles. I'll walk for 3.5. And I've actually, this last couple of weeks, because I keep saying, well, I'll do it when the tide's out. But I never know when the tide's out because the beach is right across the road from me there. It's quite literally 2 minutes, I'm on the beach. And so now I've actually downloaded the tide times to my phone. So there's no excuse for not doing it. My walk changes every day with the tide, but I'm on it. I'm definitely on it this time. There's no more excuses. I'm saying it to you. I can't keep saying it to you and then not doing it myself. And it's not that complex. It really isn't. You can enjoy your life, enjoy your food, be more aware of what you're eating in as much as enjoying it more. But the moment you realize you've eaten enough, no, it's okay. Say, that was delicious. I've had enough. Put your knife and fork down. And I promise you this, the feeling of empowerment you're going to get when you do that for the first time is going to be immense. I was well in my 50s before I opened a bag of crisps and didn't drain that last couple of crumbs out of the bag. What do we get from those last couple of crumbs? It's not like it's like, oh, well, I'm still hungry. There's 2 more crumbs in the bottom.
You get all the flavour, Freddie.
Yeah, that's where the flavour is. I don't think so. No.
You get all the salt. The salt.
Diana, when was the last time you had a bag of crisps with salt in it? Those little blue packets. That's showing your age, I promise you.
When was the last time I had a bag of crisps?
With a little blue bag of salt in it. You had to put the salt in separately.
Yeah, that's what I always get.
Oh, well. Well.
You can still get them, but they're called Walker Smiths.
Hi, Charles. You on your bike?
I didn't use to eat crisps at all until about 5 years ago.
Charles is there on his bike. Look, he's just showing off. Look at him. doesn't ride it. He just gets it out to make us all feel bad.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Goes back in the shed. He doesn't actually ride it. He just gets it out to make people feel.
Have you got the lycra on?
Yeah,
100 miles a week.
Yeah.
Spandex.
Spandex. There we are. Well,
100 miles a week.
I'm only 3 weeks from wearing my spandex in this group, so watch out. If that doesn't put you off your food, nothing will. As a last resort, I'm going to be here in my spandex, and you won't want to eat for a week, I promise you. But anyway, we're going to get into this night. Just have some fun. Think about your very best day, and then we're going to anchor that feeling into your hand. So that even when you're thinking, I'm having a bit of a poor day, I'm feeling a little bit down, I'm feeling a bit emotional, you can just trigger that feeling and get back on it, get back into it. All right. So that's it. I'm going to suggest that when you think about eating, you ask this simple question: why am I about to eat? Is it because I'm bored or emotional or hungry? If the answer comes back, I'm bored or I'm emotional, you'll do something else. And you're also going to get it into your head so that your unconscious mind recognizes when you've swallowed enough food to stay healthy, energized and well. Because they say it takes 10 minutes for your stomach to register that you've swallowed some food. And generally, because we're eating so quickly, by the time that food reaches our stomach, we've already eaten too much. So we're going to get your unconscious mind to recognize when you've swallowed enough food to stay healthy and well. So when that point reaches, the desire to eat any more food off that plate will be gone. And you'll find yourself just putting your knife and fork down. And when that happens, that feeling of empowerment is going to be great. Okay? Are you all ready to have the best day ever? Right. What was that song? I'm sure Petra knows it. Such a lovely day. Dun, 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 dun. Who sang that song? That was great, wasn't it? Do you remember it? Lou something. What was his name? Lou.
No.
Was it Lou Reed?
Lou Reed. Yeah, that's it.
I think I know, but it was this rendition I wasn't quite sure of there.
Thanks very much. Yeah. Sound a lot more, when I sing it sounds like Dusty Springfield. Thanks, Sarah. It's always nice to have you on here with us, making me feel good. Right, all of you, get comfortable. Be happy. And just allow yourself. Eileen's disappeared somewhere, so she must have already been in trance. So just get yourself comfortable. My internet's a little bit dodgy, but if for any reason the internet goes off, I promise you, you will wake up at some point in the future. Can't tell you when that'll be. Might be 3 weeks from now, but some point in the future you'll wake up. All right? Don't worry, Andreas, you'll be okay. Right, so when you're ready, take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, just allow your eyes to close. Only as quickly as you're ready to take absolute responsibility and control of you. So we can get back onto creating that body you want, the health you want, the life you want, the happiness you want. Just for a moment, focus on your body. If you can sense any tension anywhere, let it go. Just feel it draining away from you. And think about those other experiences of hypnosis you've had with me. How it's felt to sit and listen to my voice speaking to you. Remembering the words and the sounds, how it felt as you drifted into that wonderful space. That's right, because with your eyes closed, you can begin to relax. Although at times you may be more aware of some things than you were before. The sound of my voice, the comfort of the chair, sounds in the room, certain sensations, the sounds outside the room, the beating of your heart, and the thoughts and images that drift into the mind automatically. Just for a moment, think of a moment of laughter in your life. A moment of pure joy and laughter where you just laugh, maybe to the point where your stomach hurt. But you could just let yourself get into it. A moment of pure laughter. Think of that. A time when you just let go of everything else. Feel that feeling of love and laughter now. And as you feel that feeling now, once again, pull that into your heart and feel that feeling of laughter flooding your body and mind. Now it's okay to feel that good. Because with the eyes closed, it becomes easier to become more and more aware of a variety of things that otherwise may go overlooked or ignored. Thoughts, feelings, sensations, and the alteration of awareness as the mind begins that gradual letting go. That's right. Letting go even of the effort it takes to be aware of exactly where the arms are positioned, or the hands or fingers. Even the effort it takes to be aware of which leg seems to relax more quickly or completely than the other may seem to be too much effort to bother making. Just for a moment, imagine your arms have disappeared, your legs have disappeared. And you try and feel them and find that they're gone. They're just kind of disappeared. Your body relaxing more and more. Deeper, deeper, deeper down into that feeling. Down toward a place of peaceful, calm, inner awareness. A place that almost seems to give off signals that directs awareness down toward it, into it. More and more comfortably, more and more effortlessly, more and more completely and deeply than before. Where even the effort it takes to be aware of the sound of my voice or the meaning of my words may almost seem to be too much effort to bother making. It's so much easier simply to relax and enjoy that letting go, allowing events to occur in your own time, in your own way, the drifting down. Deeper, deeper, deeper down. Imagine that's happening automatically. Every word I say doubles that feeling of relaxation. Imagine you're drifting down through space and time, down toward a place of total bliss, total peace. Nothing bothers you, nothing affects you, nothing disturbs you. Imagine that's happening automatically. There's nothing you can do about that. And just when you think you've reached that place of ultimate peace and bliss, my voice is going to take you 10 times deeper. Imagine there's nothing you can do about that. Every word I say just doubles that feeling now. And I want you to enjoy every moment. The deeper you go, the better you feel. The better you feel, the deeper you'll go. Everything I say now is your reality. every suggestion I give you, your mind and body will act upon at a molecular, cellular, neurological level is now your reality. You have a conscious mind and an unconscious mind. And that unconscious mind, the back of the mind, can continue to hear, to understand, respond to those things I might say without the need for you to do anything at all. It's so much easier for the conscious mind simply to relax and enjoy that letting go. That's right. Letting go even of the effort it takes to make the effort that it might take. To tell the exact position of arms, legs, or the entire body now that seems to drift through time and space. Totally unaware of your physical being as you drift as a mind. And that mind drifts without boundaries, without borders, without limits. Just for a moment, go out into the future and see yourself there, creating that life that you want and doing it with a feeling of love and joy and happiness in your heart. No matter what's going on around you, to find the happiness in every moment. Because you are love and you are loved and you are loving. You are worth creating that life for, creating that body for. Step into that body and feel what it feels like to feel that feeling, joy, gratitude, laughter, love, flooding your body and your mind. Feel it, even stronger than before. And as you feel that, an understanding that you can and you will create that body you want. Treat yourself with the kindness and love you would show a friend or your child or your partner or someone you love. You know exactly what you need to do to create that body that you want, create the happiness you want, create the life you want. You know exactly. You have all the resources you need within you, all the knowledge, all the education, all the strength you need. And all that's needed now is for you to allow yourself to do it in the right way for you. To let yourself do it in the right way for you. To love yourself enough to treat yourself to the health, the happiness that you want. See it in your mind and know it's okay to feel that good. Because from today, no matter where you are, what you're doing, if you doubt that in any way, it will be as if I'm standing right beside you, with my arm around your shoulder, whispering in your ear, you are incredible. You are love. You are loved. You are loving. And you are worth looking after. And every limitation disappears. Every negative limiting belief that was ever placed on you disappears, replaced by my voice, my belief. You are incredible. You're already the most incredible creation in the known universe. You are beautiful. You are fabulous. You are free to create that life you want. See it clearly in your mind. And as you see that, the need to overeat and comfort eat, boredom eat, emotionally disappears from your body. You're going to enjoy your food even more. And from today, no matter where you are, the moment that your instinctive, unconscious, creative mind recognizes that you've swallowed enough food to stay healthy, energized, well, satisfied, but at the same time, create the body you want. The moment that point is reached, before that food even reaches your tiny stomach, the desire to eat any more food off that plate will be gone. The physical ability to swallow more food off that plate will be gone. And you will continue to create that life and the body you want. To enjoy your food even more, enjoy your life even more. Know it's okay to do that at the same time as creating that life that you want. You have all the strength you need. You have all the resources you need. You want your body. You want your body back. You want that feeling of health back. And as you go deeper and deeper into hypnosis, I'd like your unconscious mind to make whatever change is necessary at a cellular level. And instead of copying the cell that just died, to copy the cell and the physical makeup of the cell of you at your very best, whatever age that was. Instead of just being lazy and copying the cell that died, copy the physical DNA makeup of that cell when you were at your healthiest and your best. You're going to feel those changes taking place in your body right now. It may be like a low vibration. It may be like a pulse going through your body. It may be like a golden fluid going into your veins. You're going to be aware of a change in your body and feel those changes taking place now. A feeling of well-being, a feeling of health, energy, strength. You're already a whole being. You are the most incredible creation in the known universe. There is no one else like you. In the history of this universe, you are unique. You are beautiful. You are incredible. From today, you're going to take absolute responsibility for your happiness, your health, your body, and your future. And you're going to understand you are worth doing it for. The need to sabotage yourself has gone. There are enough people out there wanting to do that. You will stop sabotaging yourself. You will start to become your own ally, your friend. You're going to love yourself enough to treat yourself to the life you want. You know how to do this. You know exactly what you need to do. And you're going to do it in a fun and enjoyable way. I want you now just to think about a wonderful day in your life. A day that you remember when you just felt that feeling of joy. A feeling of pure, utter love, joy, happiness, and fun. I want you to think of that day now. You'll remember where you were. I'm going to snap my fingers. You're going to go back to that day. In an instant, you'll remember where you were, remember who you were with. Allow yourself to experience this once again. And you're back there now. That's right. You can see that younger you. And I want you to just drop down beside that younger you. As that younger you goes through that incredible, wonderful day. And when you're ready to experience that feeling of joy and happiness, love, pleasure, passion, whatever it is, when you're ready to do this, I want you to pull that younger you into you so you feel it once again. No, it's okay to feel that. That's right. Feel it now. Feel it growing stronger and stronger. Feel it spreading to every cell, every fiber. And from today, whenever you want to feel, and enjoy that day again. No matter what's going on around you, you'll remember to say these words. Say them silently to yourself. Happy days. You'll just say those words to yourself. Happy days. And feel that feeling growing stronger and stronger now as I repeat those words. Happy days. And feel that feeling of love and joy. Feel it now. From today, no matter what's going on around you. When you need to feel that feeling of joy and happiness, when you want to have that beautiful day again, no matter what's going on, you just remember to repeat that word in your mind, happy days. And you'll immediately go back to this wonderful feeling you're in now. Now it's okay to feel that good. You're incredible. Once again, we're going to do that wonderful exercise. I want you to think of a moment of gratitude. A moment of gratitude. When you felt gratitude for someone, something, for that moment of gratitude. And I want you to step into that and feel into it and feel that feeling of gratitude once again. And you can do this. I want you to reach up with your right hand as if you're reaching up for the stars or the moon. Step into that feeling of gratitude. Reach up. And when you absolutely feel that feeling of gratitude, I want you to grasp it with that hand. And I want you to pull that hand to your heart, open that hand and feel that feeling of gratitude flooding your heart and expanding your heart. Put the other hand over that hand and feel that feeling of gratitude in your heart, in every cell, every fiber of your body. Feel it. That's right. Now I want you to think once again of that moment of laughter. When you just laughed and laughed, think of where you were, who you were with, that moment of pure laughter. And when you feel into it again, once again, reach up with that right hand, feel into that feeling of laughter. How good is it to feel that feeling, just laughing for no reason at all, and pull that feeling into your heart now, that feeling of laughter. Put the other hand over it and feel that feeling flooding your body. Pure joy, pure laughter and gratitude. Let that fill you up. And once again, I want you to think of a moment of love, of pure love. Think of a moment of pure love when you absolutely felt that feeling. And when you feel it, feel into it again, reach up once again with that right hand and grasp it with that hand. Pull it into your heart. Put the other hand over it. Now feel that feeling flooding your body. A feeling of laughter, gratitude, and love. Feel it in every cell, every fiber, and notice as you feel those feelings in your body, every ounce of anxiety and stress has gone from your mind and your body, because those two things cannot coexist in your body and mind with the love and the laughter and gratitude. And any time you want to feel this feeling, put your hand on your heart, put the other hand over it, and breathe through your heart. Do it now. Just breathe through your heart and feel that thing expanding into every cell, every fiber. You are loved, you are loved, you are loving, you are incredible. You're already a whole being. You are a universe within a body. And notice as you feel that love now, notice your body cannot contain it. And feel it spreading out beyond your body and rippling out to the edges of the known universe. And you're at the very center of that feeling, that incredible, infinite feeling of love, gratitude, and happiness. Feel it now. And as you feel that, a feeling of love for yourself, from today, you will look after yourself. You will take care of yourself. You will look after your body, your transport, because you are worth it. You will create the life you want. You have all the resources you need to make that happen. Feel that feeling in your body, in your mind. Let that fill you up. Because with that feeling in your body, in your mind, stress, anxiety cannot coexist in your body and your mind at the same time. Feel that feeling of freedom. Believe what I believe about you. From today, if you doubt yourself in any way, if you even have an inclination to sabotage your goal to create that life you want, it will be as if I'm standing right beside you with my arm around your shoulder, whispering in your ear. You'll feel my energy, you'll feel my strength, you'll feel my belief for you, and you'll hear my voice in your mind. You are incredible. You are love. You are loved. You are loving. And you'll know I believe it. And every inkling to sabotage your goal to create that life and happiness you want will be gone. Replaced by a new energy and a thing of freedom. You're going to take into everything you do. That's right. Feel it now. And go over with your unconscious often as you need to know that you're free. You're free to create that life you want. Of course you can do it. There are no limits. Only when the unconscious mind knows and has made those changes and allows the conscious mind to accept the changes made. Because in a moment I'm going to count to 10. Every suggestion I've given you, your mind and body will act upon without hesitation. And on 8, your eyes will open. You are going to feel that feeling of love, laughter, and gratitude in your body and in your mind. And on 10, that feeling of empowerment is going to grow stronger day by day as you take back full control of you. 1, feeling absolutely wonderful. 2, to create the life you want, the body you want, the happiness you want. 3, a feeling of freedom from every limitation that was ever placed on you. 4, feel the force of that energy, freedom and love flooding your body and your mind. 5, feeling incredibly alive. 6, 7, 8, eyes opening, feeling absolutely incredible. 9, 10. Excellent. Okay, well, it's great to see you. And stay on the path. We're on this path together. Let's keep working towards it. Thanks, Ray. Remember, if you slip off the path, but I don't think you're doing well enough, I am going to be wearing Lycra in a few weeks. And if that's as a last resort, so just be careful. That's if all else fails, me and Lycra will put you off any food for life. So thanks, Charles. That's not to say that you don't look great in yours, Charles, by the way, you do. But yeah. So yeah, but we'll have a Lycra pose off when I get down to where I want to be, Charles, and that's for charity. But anyway, look,
Freddie, that was great. I'm always in the trance when I'm on the bike. I've never experienced live hypnosis while riding, and I felt incredible. Thank you.
Good. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Right. Well, look, all of you have a beautiful weekend.
Bye. Thank you.
You too, Freddie. Have a good one.
Right. I will.
Everybody else, happy Easter.
Awesome.
Thank you, Freddie.
Right. Just text me and I'll send you my book. All right. I'll see you all soon. Have a beautiful
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
bye.
See everybody. Bye bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.